Om Shanti. Now have the deep concern to become complete and karmateet, the stage of having authority over actions. Now have the deep concern to become complete and karmateet, just as it has become easy to perform the actions of seeing, listening, and speaking. One is the stage of being dependent on action, and the other is the karmateet stage, that is, the stage of having authority over actions. So, check that the royal activity of you, the self-sovereign soul, the conqueror of your physical senses, is working under your orders. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 15. Now have the deep concern to become complete and karmateet. Today's topic, the stage of having authority over actions. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay, joyful. Mm. To have clear understanding what Baba is saying. I read it in Hindi. I'm still trying to be more clear about what it means to have self sovereignty, then it becomes clear that soul as a master or soul as a king and all the org and to see that sometimes like there are certain things we shouldn't see, right? They're not evil, but they are wasteful. Like seeing someone's sanskar, how will help us, right? Seeing someone's nature. So every organ of the body, every sense organ does what is necessary, what is right, what is good for me. Even listening, there are some, they have so much pull towards listening. They want to listen everything. But when we listen, then those thoughts go in, right? And they are wasteful thoughts. So, how to remain focused on what I need to do, what is good for me, and avoid, ignore, not seeing all those details. So, it's really something we all have to practice and watch Mm. Our homework is to observe. Mm. Why my attention went there? Mm. Why am wasteful thoughts about anyone? Because then we are able to set example, no? Then others say, well, she's not affected. Mm. She always have good feelings. It's like these days, if you really want someone to transform, you have to set example. If we see someone's mood is off very often, mm, and I should remain very stable, it becomes his support, and we set example. It's all right, it happened, let it go. Mm. It's good to be accurate, but in that accuracy, sometimes we go much more in details than necessary. So I'm thinking about each organ of the body. It's not something evil. No, Baba says, see no evil, hear no evil. But it is something which is useless, waste. Because between negative and positive is waste, not necessary. Many things I never speak, never describe. It's not necessary. Mind doesn't want to do that. Mhm. Because when mind and intellect are involved, then our stage is affected, fluctuates, feels very ordinary. I like when Kunj Dadi said that Baba had spiritual nature and features. Our features have to be so spiritual, alaukic. As soon as people see us, oh, she's such a peaceful person. He's such a accommodating nature. To spiritual features and spiritual nature. I like this. And it's true. Spiritual is like alaukic. From the instruments, nothing should look laukic. Laukic way of saying things and laukic way of doing things, but spiritual. It's very inspiring. Month of January is coming and we have to follow Father. So let's be spiritual. So the stage of having authority over actions. Now have the deep concern to become complete and karmateet. Just as it has become easy to perform, mm, it has become easy, even natural, to mm, perform actions like seeing, listening, and speaking. In the same way, experience the stage of becoming karmateet. That is, use your power to pack up. Baba says to become one who is beyond any effect or influence of actions. One is the stage of being dependent on action, and other is the karmatit stage, that is stage of having authority over actions. Because it's not karmas of the past which creates sanskar, and you act according to sanskars. So whole day there's a lot of influence of sanskar, one's own sanskar. And we keep going on with that. Mm. That means there is no authority over actions. And that is where actually the transformation is not that much visible. So Baba says that one is dependent on action, and the other is the karmateet stage, that is the stage of having authority over actions. So Baba says, check that the royal activity of you, self-sovereign soul, the way king sits on the throne and have total authority. And Baba says, self-sovereign soul, the conqueror of your physical senses, is working under your orders. It's very subtle, right? And not only subtle, but we need to observe whole day. I think if we observe and correct at the same time, then you have authority. So the stage of self-sovereignty, because if I have to be master, I have to be world sovereign. Then you have to have total control or authority over your senses. It's very interesting, but I think like detached observer, right? We always think I have to be detached observer about others, but you have to be detached observer of your own sense. How spiritual I am, because we give spiritual knowledge, so our nature and our features should be spiritual. Many, when I go to Madhuban, ask me, how come dadis have such a personality? Why can't I be like that? Because dadis were very spiritual. They were so careful with their sense organs, very careful. Something is happening. Okay, I saw it, but should I describe about it? Should I merge it? Which power I need to use? No, we have 8 powers. Should I merge? Should I face it? Should I? And especially power to discern. Our intellect just works, right? Fast. But we should pause and say, is my power to judge, power to discern? Like generally it is said, don't be judgmental, right? You say things about others, but no, why I have to be judgmental? Everyone has their own part to play. So more in depth we go, more I have to be detached observer of my own self. But I like underlined spiritual personality, mm, spiritual activity, spiritual relationship. There should be everything we call it alokik. Sometimes uh, there is tension of something, whether you are doing something, and in that, or expectations. Expectations create a lot of frustration. "Oh, I thought this one will be like this, or this one will do that." And mm, it causes a lot of sorrow. Have a vision towards everyone with good wishes. Just have vision. So our pure and stage of looking at souls in their perfect stage, which Baba does. When Avagdada comes, everyone feels uplifted because of his drishti. So what is his drishti? Looking at the souls in their stage of karmateet, complete and perfect. So it uplifts the soul. Once Adi Janki said, if you see someone what they are today, because everyone could change next day, right? Tomorrow. Mm. So your vision is stuck with yesterday's, whether someone said something, someone did something, but it was yesterday. So Dadi used to say, it won't help her uplift someone is only when your drishti has elevated vibrations of looking at their complete and perfect state, not what they are today. We know that every soul will, with the time, reach to stage which is complete and perfect. So why not I have drishti? That means feeling uplifted in your company, not feeling down or feeling I'm not worthy or I'm not the right person, and all these is not spirituality, right? And then it becomes, it's visible, right? That this soul is very gross into, not subtle. One who is subtle and angelic, their drishti, their words, always uplifting, encouraging, creating hope, creating enthusiasm in everyone. It's not just saying, but it's by being. So this kind of service, by being such an example, is really, really brings a lot of joy, super senses, happiness. And also you feel very close to Baba, no? Because you are following Baba, what Baba does. And Baba says, become like me, right? So think deeply about how to become like Baba. Not only I think Baba, you are ocean of love, so I am master ocean. But in reality, in practical, because soul is in the body, and that's called spiritual personality. A kind of elevated person. Doesn't look like ordinary, very elevated. So as we serve through the words, if we serve through our drishti and attitude, I think that's, I would call it authority of the actions. Om Shanti.